Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Paul here. So yes, it's true, we are going through some tough times. Okay, so there are some job cuts. Most likely you heard Amazon, Meta, etc. firing a lot of people. That is correct. Okay, but I can say to you that if you did lose your job, or if you're looking actually for a job change, a transformation, I would highly advise you to stick around. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about digital transformation and actually the opportunities that are out there. Okay, digital transformation is not, let's say, an alternative. Okay, it's a must. Companies need to do it or die. Okay. Most of the companies that I'm coming across are still flying blind with regards to the need and how to do digital transformation. Okay, with the massive growth of digital transformation on the back of the pandemic, of all this worldwide transformation that we went through, the growth and the need for talent still continues. So meaning there was an acceleration of the need for talent and the need to go digital. So we are not going back. Okay, so there's the only way is actually forward. With that said, if you want to know what are the highest paid jobs, what are the skill sets that you actually need to have, what are the problems and potentially what are the solutions that you can actually look at and help you on actually being on a massive role in a high paid position to help drive those companies into the next level, I would highly advise you for you to stick around. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to be sharing then my experience of over 10 years around this. Okay, stick around. What is the scope of this? What is the problem? So guys, I've been working on digital transformation over 10 years now. Okay, and I work on startups, large companies, and mostly around CRM, analytics, data, MarTech, and sales tech. Okay, so what I can say to you is that, as Ray Wong actually said, meaning digital Darwinism is unkind to those who wait. Okay, what is it that I mean by that? So meaning this is do or die. You need to transform. Okay, if not, take a look at some of the examples that I'm going to be sharing with you. You have Certs, you have Nokia, you have Virgin Atlantic. Okay, all of those actually went bankrupt. Okay, so on the flip side, you have actually examples of companies that actually embrace digital transformation, and more than that, some of them are actually digital transformation enablers. Okay, such as the case of Amazon, Tesla, Salesforce, Zoom, or even IKEA. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example actually on IKEA that was happened during the pandemic. So I was unlucky in the sense that I was moving houses, and then the pandemic came around. We needed to be locked down, so I called IKEA. Okay, I did not have a couch, I did not have a bed. Okay, so I called IKEA, and the answer that they gave me is no worries. We cannot help you still because we don't do e-commerce, but within a month or so, most likely this will move along this path, and then we're gonna be able for you to actually to come over to our store, and you're gonna be able to buy. Okay, what happened? 2 years. 2 years. Okay, so stick around and take a look at IKEA right now. So they completely transformed because it was a case of do or die. So this is exactly the same situation. So meaning there was a massive acceleration with the COVID-19, with the pandemic, and more than that, the need was already there. So that was just an acceleration, and with that, believe me, the growth and the need for continuous talent is there. Okay, so what I would say is that the problem is exactly that. It's do or die. Okay, and you can actually be part of the solution. Okay, and if you want to know more on how to help on that front, I would highly advise you for you to still stick around. So digital transformation, what is this about? Essentially, digital transformation actually has completely evolved at an exponential rate. Okay, it was already growing quite a lot, and then of course due to the pandemic it even went into turbocharge, I would say. Okay, so together with that, you have two key points around digital transformation that are actually more of enablers, let's put it like that. One is technology in itself, and the other one is data. Okay, to start from, digital transformation is not about technology, it's actually about people, and it's actually about business. Okay, the technology and the data work much more as enablers of that. So if you are asking me, Paul, okay, all good, all fine, so how is it that data actually can help me? Okay, so I'm going to give you 5 examples of how is it that you can actually leverage your data. Okay, and if you don't do it, no worries, your company, your competitors will do it. Okay, so I think that is a wise step for you to actually to think, how is it that I can actually make use of that? Okay, so data can be used for you to check out the markets, what's out there. The data can be used for understanding your consumers, your competitors, I would say the supply chain, but I would say more than everything else, outside of the data, you can actually take insights. Okay, you can analyze your data, you can take insights that would actually allow for you to take the best possible decision. Okay, a data-driven decision, that is, that you can actually combine with your level of knowledge out there. Okay, so this is one way that data plays such a crucial role in terms of the enabling of digital transformation. Okay, then another point that I would like just to underline, the value of digital transformation for smaller companies or for one businessman company, I'd say. Okay, essentially it allows for small companies actually to fight, between brackets, to face the big giants. Okay, and you have several examples of that from startups that are growing as mushrooms, let's say, that actually are able to face the big giants. Okay, they were not even there, let's say 1, 2, 3 years ago, and now they are big giants as well, or they are strong companies that actually are facing. Why they are able to do that? Because they already came around with the digital mindset and with the digital transformation mindset. They already not just, let's say, on the offline, they are on the offline and on the online. Okay, they are growing and they are able to connect with the consumers that actually, as myself and yourself, are actually working and living across these 2 different dimensions. So meaning you cannot wait for someone actually to come to your store. Okay, this person, this consumer has a device. Okay, you can actually reach out to him on his device. You can actually reach out to him via apps that he or she may have, meaning there's websites, there is push communications. Okay, there's a lot that can be done in terms of actually moving beyond what you are actually at. Okay, with that said, then the question is, do you actually need, or do you have a digital strategy, digital transformation strategy, and what is this about? So essentially, digital transformation is to rethink your strategy, okay, and mindset. Okay, taking into consideration, I would say, the integration of technology and digital technology specifically, and solutions that will allow for your areas of business to grow. But essentially, and if you want to know how to put together, let's say, your digital transformation strategy, you need to take a look at 5 points. So what are they? So starting with strategy and people. Digital transformation is about people, and it's about business. Okay, it's not about technology. Then the other point is around adaptability. Okay, digital transformation should allow for you to be more agile, faster on the way to adapt. Okay, then I'd say digital transformation allows for you to be much more customer centric. Okay, to think business, to understand the customer faster. Okay, to connect to the customer faster on omni-channel way, 360-degree view. Okay, then there is also the case, or also the other point I need to take a look at is the data and the analytics. As I mentioned, it's all about insights. Insights allow for you to take smarter decisions. Okay, last but not least, technology in itself. Okay, so here we are looking at CRM, we are looking at ERPs, we are looking at apps, we are looking at different websites, meaning whatever digital channels. There's a lot that can be done on that front. Okay, so lastly but not least, let's talk about then jobs and what is it that you need to think and skill sets, I would say, that you need to take a look at if you want to move and embrace this new area, okay, or older area, whatever you like to, but it's like in extreme demand. Okay, stick around. Let's talk then jobs and areas and skills that you need actually to consider if you want to go for 2023 in the best of shapes. Okay, with that said, let's start with the skills. What are the skills that you need really to consider, okay, if you want to move forward? So this is around digital transformation and technology, so you need to start taking a look into this and trying to understand what is this about. Then cloud architecture is another one. Change management and training, meaning if you're going to be implementing whatever, okay, you will have resistance, okay? And this is the same with digital transformation. This is the same on the implementation of a CRM system. You need to address change management and training. It's a must, okay? Outside of that, programming, okay, coding, it's still there. Computer networking in high demand. AI in extreme high demand. Data and analytics is another one that you should really consider. CRM, okay, CLM and CDM. I'll drop it there so that you understand what are this about, okay? So then digital marketing still in high demand, okay? And then e-commerce. Those are the areas, let's say, the skill sets that you really need to master. Not all of them, of course, but you can pick any of those and you're going to be successful. Okay, let's go and talk about jobs in concrete. What are the jobs that are in more demand for 2023? Okay, so I'll drop, of course, how much you can actually expect to be paid, but I'm going to give you just a list. Okay, software engineering. Okay, it's a must. Okay, all tech companies need software engineering. Mobile applications developer. Why? Because you can do apps, you can do push notifications. There's a lot that can be done around that. Okay, it's a must. Security, cyber security is in extreme demand. Okay, you cannot allow for data breaches, meaning you cannot allow for you to actually to lose the trust of your customer. Okay, so this is a must. So next, database manager, still in high demand because the data needs to be somewhere. Product management. Okay, product manager is something that is in high demand as well as a role. Why? Because you need to build new products, new digital products. Artificial intelligence engineer. Okay, high demand. Okay, full stack developer. Cloud architect, because we need to move to the cloud, of course, but it's still already started. I would say when I already started in the cloud 10 years ago, but things are actually going faster and faster, moving from premise into the cloud with full access anywhere. Okay, DevOps engineer, blockchain engineer, software architect, big data engineer, it's still in high demand for 2023. CRM in very high demand. CRM management in high demand because the customer needs to reside somewhere and you need to relate and connect to him. This is the importance of CRM as well. Okay, last but not least, data scientist. Okay, those are indeed the top 15, let's say, more in demand for 2023. Okay, so you may ask me, Paul, okay, all good, all fine, how is it that I can actually enter into this area? Don't be afraid. Okay, I'll give you a tip. Okay, so to start from, and if you're really looking into jump into the digital transformation wagon, I would say for you to check out my video around the top 5 certifications around CRM, Salesforce specifically. And with that said, this will completely rock your career, okay, and you start making crazy money. Okay, take my word for it. With that said, closing this, okay, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, join me on this journey. And if you have any questions whatsoever, just please feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help, and if you need any advices. Okay, with that said, guys, that's it. Cheers. Bye-bye.